Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nsanity Games back with another Terraria video. This one is a Terraria Seed showcase. Before we get into it, I am going to be doing one on Crimson and one on Corruption because, or I should say, they're mostly the same. So you're not going to have really any big differences except for in certain areas. For example, the shape of the Corruption and Crimson biomes are going to be different, so therefore some of that stuff is going to be changed a bit. So I'm mainly going to cover the surface areas, because if I try to cover the whole map, we'd be here for a couple hours. Maybe, well, yeah, I'd say probably a couple hours. Or longer, depending on how detailed you want to get. So, let's get into it. We're going to do small, expert, and we're going to start off with Crimson. I'll call it that. And the seed is Happy Days. Probably, I'd say one of my favorite Terraria YouTubers. The thing between the Crimson is it's more skinny towards the top. Like the biome is not well expanded. However, the Corruption is, it's spread out more. It has a bunch of chasms. And that seems to be the bigger difference. I'm not sure if the items change between in those areas from those slight differences or not, but you go over here, you're gonna have a sky island pretty much right at the top with some I believe it's platinum ore, and as you can see, you got a large star fairy and this pretty much. That's there for the Corruption version as well, which I'll show you when we get there. Then we have some iron ore pretty much right at spawn, which is pretty good. Definitely plus with that stuff if you can get to that island real quick. Then you got the desert biome, which is kind of annoying because when I started a playthrough on this specific world, and I had an annoying time because it's like 3 or 4 of these guys coming at me at once, and on expert mode they can kill you if you have 3 or 4 of those things chasing after you and you aren't able to take them down right away. And you got a little, there's no chest over there, little cavern thing that doesn't really go anywhere. And we got one more chest right here. Just the vine book though, the plant fiber. Nothing really, a couple potions for good use. Then you got another chest not too far from there. And you got the demonic wand of sparking, which is pretty decent. I think it's like the weakest starting point, but since it has that attribute, it can be a little bit. I just don't like the range of that specific magic weapon. And here you have the Crimson mixed in with the jungle, which I do not like at all. Especially once you get into hard mode, you're gonna run into the problem of having to deal with the jungle and the Crimson enemies, and it's kind of annoying. I mean, really annoying. Over here, it's not so bad. I definitely like over here, because a little bit away from spawn, you're going to come across the snow biome, which is my favorite biome, I think, in Terraria. I mean, hollows, it would be tied between the snow and hollow biome. Those are my 2 favorite biomes. For theme, the background, and the soundtrack. Just all really good for those specific biomes. And then a little bit past the snow biome, you're going to come across the Crimson, which is not that big of a deal, because as long as I don't really like biomes that mix with the snow biome, like like the Crimson or the Corruption, it kind of annoys me, because I really like building my bases preferably in the snow biomes. And if you have a little mixture, that makes it a little bit harder, especially if pretty much most of the snow biome is covered in some kind of Crimson or Corruption. And you got another chest right there. Nothing too spectacular. I'll show it off real quick. As you can see, just the spiked climbing claws and some recall potions. But if you went the other way, you should have some recall potions already. And then here's another weird little formation. This high climb and then the ocean. So let's get on to the Corruption version. Now, for the Corruption version, small, expert, Corruption, and then same seed. like I said before, when you look at the snow biome, you're gonna see something a little bit different. While the crimson biome did not really touch the snow biome, you're gonna see once we go over in that direction, the corruption is definitely gonna push into the snow biome. On top of that, we're gonna showcase that the chest up over here in the Sky Island, and you're gonna see it's the same. So there's gonna be slight differences. As you can see, the ore's location is pretty much the same as well, and you got the large star fairy, same thing as well. So not too much is gonna change. Now we're gonna go over in this direction first, and you're gonna see the snow biome, and a little bit into the snow biome, you're gonna start to see it change as the corruption comes all the way into the snow biome, which kind of sucks, but at least in this specific world, it actually gives me a little room for gathering some of the snow, so I can make boreal wood farms, because that is one of my favorite woods. I think the only one that really beats it are the pearl and the, what do they call it? The pearl wood and the palm wood. And you got the desert. Nothing much really changes here. I believe that's where the chest is. Yep. And to showcase that chests don't seem to really change. Spike climate cause, same modifier. And there's pretty much not else over here, or not much else over here. Now, what I'm curious about, because when I tested this world out earlier, I forgot to go over in this direction. I'm not sure if that was there the first time. I didn't really take a good look on the crimson one, on that part, because I really don't like the desert. So you're not going to see me looking at the deserts too much. I don't really care for the deserts. Normally in most games I do like sand, temples, and desert stuff, but in Terraria, surprisingly, I really don't care for it. Maybe in the future I'll start looking at it a little bit better. You don't need to really look at that, because that's pretty much going to be the same thing. That demonic sparking wood. Another chest, and it does go further over here, which is what I thought it was going to do, because just the way crimson is. It's mixed with the jungle, and yep, my assumption was definitely correct. So this is also going to be a pain in the butt. Although this one, I'm not sure which one crossed over more into the jungle, the crimson or the corruption. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Maybe if you guys want me to do the random version as well, but it's just gonna do one of these, there'd be really no point. There's really no point. I mean, do you guys in the future seed showcases? Do you want me to showcase all the Sky Islands? I mean, I could, but there's really, yeah, I could, because it's close to the surface. Let me know what you guys think. When you want me to show you only the Sky Islands that are near the spawn, or do you guys want me to show you all the Sky Islands when I do the worlds? But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.